flag.
Happy Friday Spotlight.
Hi everybody, welcome to Friday Spotlight. This is our second to last independent interview, as we are going to move to a talk show style after this, and we're so excited to have Piper here with us. Actually, Piper, how do you say your last name?
Prinzi.
Exactly how it's spelled.
Exactly how it's spelled.
Exactly how it's spelled. So we have Piper Prinzi here, and Piper, how long have you been a part of BFFs?
Since January.
Okay, yeah, so literally since almost the beginning.
Almost the beginning.
Yep, and
Yes.
and so Piper is an independent sales director, got it, at Mary Kay. And how long have you been doing this?
34 and a half years.
Really?
I joined when I was 5. Don't tell the labor board. I'm not old enough to do anything for that long.
No, really?
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Apparently, I'm having a blast.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I knew you'd been it because you're so, to me when I look at you, I'm like, Mary Kay. Like, there's no divide. It's just like, Piper's the Mary Kay lady. Like, that's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell us, how did you get involved 34 years ago?
Oh my gosh. It was totally a divine appointment because I was married to somebody else, the practice marriage, and we were located to Jacksonville and needed a church, and I liked the building with the stained glass. So that's where we went. And I met a Mary Kay sales director who's like, oh, you should think about owning your own business. And I'm like, no, we will starve to death first before I will peddle cosmetics. Thank you. End of discussion. I had a really lousy attitude because I had horrible skin and I didn't know Jesus. So it was a really great package.
That is the combination. I feel like when you know Jesus, your skin gets better.
It totally does. It's that inner glow.
Honestly, it truly it is. And people actually, he cares about our skin. And if we pray about the little tiny details that we overlook, it does matter.
It totally does. And then when he presents you with an amazing product that actually helps on the outside, great package.
I love it.
And so fast forward, I came in, I sat down, I listened, all of my preconceived notions about being a Mary Kay beauty consultant were thrown out the window. All I knew about them was when they came into the bank that I worked at, they had great skin and great attitudes, and I didn't like them.
You're like, why are you so happy?
I didn't have either one. And so fast forward, but I sat down, I listened, and I decided, I don't know what y'all do, but I can learn to do it. And I started with my exit strategy in mind, and it evolved into what's now my makeup and ministry.
That's amazing. And every time Piper comes to an event, she brings these prayer cards, and I look forward to them. I'm like, oh, I was like, where's Piper? Where's Piper?
If you're not careful, she'll give you like 2 or 3. You're like, oh, I already got one, but I'll take another.
I'll take another one.
Because the cool thing is, I love it when I come back to a luncheon and somebody says, I got your card on my visor, or I got it taped to my bathroom, or that's my favorite verse, or it's just a word of confirmation. And so I was so tickled that God gave me that idea, because it was really just a crutch to talk to people, because I'm truly an introvert paid to be an extrovert, and I needed an excuse to talk to people.
I love that. And I think people should absolutely take that idea, pray over it, make it their own, and do it, because you can never have enough positive affirmations that people are speaking over you or giving you. And what a great way to segue into a conversation, because sometimes it's so awkward. Most times it's so awkward. I was at an event last night and I was by myself and I was like, I'm alone. And so I was like,
She was sitting there, lots of voice
I
text.
was like, you'd be here with me. I don't know how to do it. And everyone's like, you're the friendliest person. I was like, yeah, but everyone's like coupling, and I didn't understand the assignment, and because I didn't read anything, and I was like, I made some friends or whatever. But yeah, it's still, no matter how extroverted you are, when you walk into a room like a luncheon that's massive, well, most of the events are blown up pretty big, it is really neat to have that. So
it is, and I want to throw the encouragement out there for those that haven't yet attended the BFF luncheons, because they are so feeling socially awkward. Queen, right here, crown. Do you see my crown? Socially awkward queen. But it wasn't like that. It totally, my heart was racing, but by the time I left, I'm like, this was a really cool thing. Thank you, Lord, because he was like telling me in January that you've got to be out with people.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm an introvert, so I had no problem during the pandemic staying home and learning to work virtual.
Yay.
And that was a divine appointment as well, because one of my facets is I do gifts, and I have this thing with cello and ribbon, and I'm addicted. And so my physiotherapist, Dr. Greg, who has an office within Diane Vanderpool's St. John's Sport and Spine,
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
that was the connection. And so I was making a delivery to him for his Christmas appreciation gifts for his clients.
Okay.
And that's when I met Diane. So that was like, oh, you should join our group and come to our luncheon. And so that was the little
cool.
divine
That's
appointment
it.
there too of how I found you guys. And so I went in with that trepidation, but I walked out going, I can do this. I like these people. I'm coming back.
I
I
love
think
it.
there's a lot of people that say that. They feel overwhelmed at first.
And
they're
that's
like,
why I
it
want to
was
give
really
people
not-
hope.
Yeah.
Come on to the luncheons, come to the
Yeah.
events, come to the coffee and chicks. I have Bible study, so I can't be in two places at once.
I always say, if you haven't been and it's your first time you're coming alone, make a post or reach out to us, and we'll come out and greet you and walk you in so
Yes.
that you feel comfortable, and you'll feel comfortable in a few minutes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No, I love that. Okay, so beyond 34 years in Mary Kay, building your business, looking at how giving and serving and loving you are. What are your goals? What are your goals with your business?
So that's a great question. And so my goals are.
Not to put you on the spot.
No, that's not in my notes.
It's not. She's got such great notes here, and I didn't look at them. And when I do these interviews, it really is like, what do I want to know about you? How do I dig deeper? Tell me your 5-year, 10-year plan. What are you doing?
I love it. I love it. So my goal is to empower women to be able to bring out their inner confidence and be a better version of who God intends them to be. And so that's going to come through different formats. The women that are just looking for better skincare, looking for how to apply glamour. I teach. I don't do. I teach. And so they can recreate the crime when they're at home. I'm looking for the women that are looking to be the anchor in the home and still have an executive income coming in. And so through that duplication, I am looking to grow to the next levels of duplicating and giving away my job.
Yeah.
So that other independent sales directors can be empowered to have a better platform for their makeup and ministry and their passions. And it all starts with a simple decision to just engage in something more and be mentored to better success. And then for God to just continue to bless my efforts that I can give more and do more for other ministries.
Nope, not us.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so
That's just our behind the scenes staff.
Exactly.
It's no big deal.
When you go live, you don't know who's going to show up. And so really my goal, and the immediate goal is to grow my team so that we get back into that awesome pink Cadillac that Mary Kay is known for.
they still do that?
We totally still do that. And it's not the 1980s land yacht hot pink Pepto-Bismol Cadillac. Because when people think Cadillac, that's where their brain goes. It is a super sweet, soft pearl pink SUV.
I want a hot pink one. No, but BFF has to have a different Cadillac than
Exactly. We got to offset,
Okay.
hot pink and light pink.
Yes.
They go well together.
Yeah,
they
they
partner beautifully. And that is just evidence of God's grace. And I want that out there in parking lots and on the streets of Jacksonville. I had it before, and so I have to brag on God, I've had the opportunity and privilege to drive free with Mary Kay for 30 of those years. This December is
so great.
30 years, no car payment, no insurance payment. They reimbursed for the tag. Well, I think I paid $50 a month, I don't know, for the insurance. But, we had the pink Cadillac, and every 2 years, it's kind of like, let me back up, it's kind of like football. You have high school, you have college, you have NFL. And depending on how your team performs determines the car, a Chevy Trax, a Chevy Equinox, or the pink Cadillac, is what your trophy on wheels is to represent your team. And high school doesn't perform at the same level as NFL.
Yeah.
So we're right there in between.
Okay.
And so every 2 years you requalify. So twice we had the pink Cadillac, and then I got hit with a series of 8 family deaths in 5 years. And that kind of messes up your trajectory on how you work. But only in Mary Kay can you miss a goal and still land in a free car.
Yeah.
Now, legal, I have to say, we earned the free use of. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And so, still landed in the use of a free car. And then, about the time I was mentally ready to get back into working properly, to grow to that NFL level, The pandemic hit.
Yeah.
We've always been in Mary Kay for 55 of our 61 years. At that point, we're face to face, toe to toe, in person.
Yeah, it was
We
all
didn't
virtual.
need virtual. We shunned virtual companies. It's like, no, you can't build relationships through a camera. Okay, we were wrong. And I came kicking and screaming into the virtual world, but figured out, okay, I got to learn how to do this. I can't not work. I have to learn how to do this. And I fell in love. When I could hold a party across 3 time zones, sitting in my studio,
that's fun.
I was sold, totally sold. And so now we're finally back into that position that we are tracking back to that awesome Cadillac.
I love it. See, we wouldn't have talked about the Cadillac.
I know.
When I asked you about your goals, I thought that was a myth.
Right? They really do exist.
Yeah, and I didn't know that if you didn't get the Cadillac, that there are other cars that you get.
Right. And then right now, because my husband has since retired and sold his business, we actually are taking the cash option and sharing his Jeep Grand Cherokee. Because it's brand new, it's luxury, and Mary Kay gives us $550 a month to just drop in savings.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a huge
not
blessing.
Not an awful thing. Okay, so you hear that whether if you have young kids at home,
Yes.
if you just want a side gig, if you want something and you love makeup anyways, or if you have skin that you're working through issues with, like guys, network marketing, and I love network marketing. I've been in it 10 years, has given women a voice that they didn't think they had. They always thought they had to choose between one or the other. And it was like, and I didn't feel fully fulfilled. I was like, no, I want to work, but I cannot leave my kids. I won't. I still won't. I make up jobs just so I don't have to leave my kids. I'm like, no, this is a pretend job, but it's real because it pays money, But I'm like, no, I think this is so important for women, especially to be empowered on that level and to link up with someone like Piper who truly aligns with the BFF mission, right? If you're in the BFF group, okay, it's business, it's faith, it's friendship, it's abundance, collaboration. It is such a huge opportunity to come together and link arms. And if you are looking for something, there's so many women in our group in different facets. Sit down, pray about it. What area do you feel like you see yourself in? If you love makeup, do makeup. Like my little sister, I love her. She's not in BFF, if she is, hi Mo. She loves makeup. She's passionate about it. She did Unique, but just didn't have the proper leadership. And I think that's massive when you join
Training and mentorship. Oh, yes.
Don't just sign up. Don't just get assigned to people. You have to be with your people. And so when I think about someone right off the bat, she's a single mom. She needs extra income. She's a CNA. I'm actually probably going to put you in touch with her. I'm like, oh,
I'd love to have a chat. Yes.
I would love for you to train my people that I care about because Piper is so loving, giving, serving, open, honest, and just authentic. And I love that you're saying like, hey, I came kicking, screaming. I hated it, but guess what? I learned it because I'm still growing. I feel like there's some people who in the network marketing realm, like I made my money, I'm making my residuals, I'm out. You've been in this 34 years. You don't seem tired. Nope. You have a growth mindset. And to me, that's really huge. And that does make a big difference on who I'm going to send my business to and who I'm going to send people who I want to start a business or I encourage them.
Like Mary Kay Ash said, if you're green, you're growing, and if you're ripe, you're rotten.
Yeah.
You can't set on your laurels. What's the next impact that you can make? And our company has always been founded on the principles of God first, family second, career third. And that's just how we work, live, and promote, because everything in that order works. And if it's not in that order, it doesn't. That's why I'm throwing it out there. All these little things that people just don't know.
Well, and you don't know unless you know.
Exactly.
And I need you to share that on your social media. As a social media marketer and expert, I need you to share that.
Okay.
I'm just going to put that plug in. Okay, what else do we have? What else do we have? We have like 2-3 minutes left.
Okay, 2-3 minutes. So let me just run through real fast because we talked about you didn't know about our priorities. No. We also have our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation, which is all totally dedicated to finding a cure for cancers affecting women and stopping domestic violence. We're closing in on $200 million in grants that we have given to cancer research and the domestic violence shelters across the country. We are the #1 direct selling brand of facial skincare and color cosmetics in the world. Say it with me, world. 40 markets around the world, second year in a row. We've always known we were #1, but Euromonitor actually has the numbers and the stats to back it up.
That's awesome.
Also within that, we have been developing our own products right in Texas, American made, and we research, develop, and produce our own formulas. We have almost 1,700 patents, and we were producing clean, safe, non-toxic, environmentally friendly products way before it was trendy. I'm so happy other companies have caught up because we were doing that in the forefront. The European model of like the FDA has almost 1,600 ingredients that are on the do not use list. They're toxic.
Yeah.
The FDA in the United States has 14 items.
Yeah. It's
So we adhere to the Euromonitor set.
Okay.
And so we were one of the companies that first put a moratorium on animal testing. But again, we are not out there screaming this in the world.
Yeah.
And that's our fault.
Yeah, I think we
so
need
that's
that
why
a
I'm
little
glad
bit
we
more
have this
because-
opportunity to educate people, because when you know better, you do better.
Well, Mary Kay's just been around so long that you, in my mind, I just put it with, okay, it's been around 61 years. So it must just have the old guidelines on it.
Right.
It must just be like, nobody cares, the US doesn't really care, let's be honest, about any of that. So Mary Kay probably got started with the not caring. I don't know, I just put it in my brain. I had no idea until this very moment that no, like, hey, we've already been doing that. That's adorable, but I do think, yes, we need you to talk about that more, especially on your social platforms, just to educate people, because it does make a difference now when we're learning about this stuff, where we are going in our generation to get these products because we're like, hey, know better, do better.
Yes, and you keyed in my main word there is generations, because I am looking for women of all generations that are in a dark place praying for positive changes in life. We don't know what women are praying for, but they're not sitting there going, Lord, send me the Mary Kay girl.
No,
But the Mary Kay
some
girl
people are.
could be the vehicle. If you are, here I am.
Here, she's here.
And so, but we could be an answer to those prayers. And so generational, I'm looking for the moms of tweens that want to help teach. I don't just show up, but I have my lab coat, so I'm official. And I teach young women of all ages, to take better care of their skin and learn healthy habits from the get-go. So I'm booking Fancy Nancy sparkle parties for the young tweens.
Katie Gray.
Yes, she and I are, yes.
Okay, good.
So, and then college girls wanting some extra income source while being able to focus on their studies and around their busy schedules. Women in their 20s and 30s who want to impact the world one face at a time. Women in their 40s and 50s who want to turn back the clock and maybe turn back her skin and maybe have an opportunity to realign her priorities, still being that anchor in the home, the executive income, but have a different fulfillment and different priorities. Grabbing tax deductions, always a good thing. And again, I'm willing to mentor those willing to learn. And I came in no history of sales. I couldn't sell candy in camp, in band as a kid. And now God has put me in the National Queens Court of Sales 25 years. He gave me $15,000 in personal sales in September.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Results not normal. But if I can do that, I can mentor others to grow into that.
Yeah.
And that's a huge impact for everybody. And then businesses that are looking to find an easy button to have super fun gifts, whether it's for teachers or employees. I have a thing for cello and ribbons, so check me out. And from lip balms and socks.
So you do the box and the extra.
I put all the extras.
The
I take
extras.
Yes.
Exactly. So whether it's personal care items.
I'm so curious.
So that one has a special pin that my bestie made, but they range from 14 to 20.
Okay.
Like there's nothing on this table more than 20 bucks.
Okay, so I love that because I'm the worst gift giver.
Oh, I am so the favorite.
I am too. I'm not a good gift giver.
I don't like it.
And
I love you guys, but I'm terrible.
I create gifts that are as unique as the recipient.
Okay.
And make you look really
Do you
good and
charge
make it
for your
super
gift
easy.
building or no?
There's usually $1 or $2 added in for supplies.
For
That's
supplies.
it. So like what you're holding
Is
there
there
is
lotion?
$13. That is a leg and foot mintless energizing leg and foot lotion. It's like immediately amazing. And it either comes with cozy socks
What
or
is this, eyeshadow?
that's actually a charcoal mask for deep cleaning all skin and the fun headband.
So cute.
See, like this is very creative. I love it. So teacher gifts, presents for friends. You know what else? White elephant gifts.
Yes.
Because I hate them.
Yes. And you want something classy. You're not coming in with something funky.
Classy and
And
trashy.
Personal care gifts are still the #1 recommended and well-received gift across the board.
Really?
Totally. Nothing against all the other fun stuff, and then I'm happy to coordinate and collaborate and put together a candle and a lip balm and socks and so
Do you work with Mandy?
Pardon?
Mandy?
I haven't
Bickerton?
yet. I haven't yet.
She does the scrubs, like the body scrub and stuff, and she makes all her own. But that might be really cool to just ding ding ding.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, we have so
lots
many
of
ideas.
lots of fun ideas.
I love this. Okay, so if you haven't already, it's in the instructions. Follow Piper on Instagram. Her website is right on there, so that links to her. Anything you buy, or if you want to become a rep, go ahead. I don't know the rep thing. Reach out to Piper first. There's probably steps.
And it's only $10 to start a Mary Kay business this month, which is a phenomenal, crazy, insane deal.
And people don't realize how much it costs to run a business.
Yes.
We know.
Yes.
Outside of network marketing, I started with Ice Nerds $29 for the year, and so you don't take it seriously. I did, but some people don't take it seriously because the cost is so low.
Right.
But I would look at that $10 and say in your mind, I'm investing $10,000. I'm investing $10,000. So you take that business and you run it like a business. You don't treat it like, oh, nobody bought from me. Well, did you talk about it?
Yeah.
Did
And
you
the
share
only
about it?
reason it's actually that low this month is because of our Mary Kay Charitable Foundation, because we're wanting to empower
I
women.
meant that. What's
to
the
be-
normal cost?
The initial cost is only $35.
Yep.
And then there is a $90 fully loaded starter kit. If you don't want to just work e-start, you can
Okay.
have physical kit. So it's $100. When I started 34 years ago,
Yeah.
it was $100.
Really?
It's still only $100
Wow.
to be fully equipped.
What's
So
it-
now
what's
you get
in
me.
it? Now I'm nosy. I'm like, we gotta hop up.
Hundreds of dollars of products, retail products to demo,
Okay.
mirrors, training materials,
What's this?
website for the year, accepting credit cards for the year.
Would you buy that as a gift? So say you didn't want to sell, but you wanted a really good deal. Would you pay the $10, buy the $100 thing, and break that up into small gifts?
It wouldn't be my best option because you're
Wouldn't
going to be
make sense.
missing out on a lot of blessings along the way, and it won't be super cute.
Yeah. What if?
Because we're
okay.
not Sam's Club.
No, I know. I'm thinking basically no, Jack. Well, I'm always like, well, I don't want to sell one more. I'm like, I don't want to sell one more thing, but I would love to make little gifts, but I'm not going to make little gifts, so I'm not going to do that.
Exactly, because
I'm
you're
not.
right,
It would sit in a jar.
So,
Yeah,
so
like
in that event,
Yeah.
it would be to your best advantage to pull some girls together
Yep.
and have a sip and shop around the couch and
Okay.
earn $100 in free shopping.
See?
And
I knew there was a
therefore,
loophole.
I do
Yeah.
all the work, and
Yes.
you just sit and have fun.
And that's how
That's where I specialize.
Great, because I'm a loophole person, and I'm like, tell me the loophole.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
And how do I make your life? That is my whole, to give people hope and to make your life easier. Those are my two missions in life.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hosting parties, virtual or in person. We can even do virtual, and I just sit here and talk about it, QVC style.
I love you.
And you just sit around the country. We have no territories in the country. So
Okay.
anywhere in the United States, my only limitation is if you already have a Mary Kay beauty consultant that's taking great care of you,
Yeah.
you stay with her. We do
Yeah.
not take anybody from anybody.
Yep.
We're not Walgreens, just hop to the next one that's convenient.
Yeah.
We build relationships,
Right.
and that's one of the many 9,000 things that set us apart, is
Yeah.
we're building relationships.
I love that. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Piper.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for
being
tuning
able
in.
to do this.
I love it. I love it. This is
This was so
fantastic.
fun.
You have questions, let her know. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a blessed